All right, shalom, y'all. Got a little treat for y'all. A little pop quiz for my wife. Some of y'all can check out, man. We got five. What's the top five? What was it?
Advantages.
Top five advantages to having more than one wife. So y'all know this my wife, Sarah. Say hello.
Shalom.
This over a little bit. Nah, I ain't gonna put it on camera because then y'all ass gonna be distracted. That's what women do. Women do to distract y'all ass. Y'all can't focus. Don't be too worried about what the hell she look like, what she got on, all that. No, just listen so y'all can focus. They're all women with sense. They're all women that do understand the advantages of the family style that God ordained for us. So let's check that out. Go ahead. What you got with number one?
So the number one, I probably would say finances.
Number one, finance. So this is particular order, no particular order.
It wasn't a particular order initially, but I think this is probably the one that hits me the hardest.
All right. So number one, finances. I hope y'all can hear me. Y'all know women got softer voices.
Sorry.
So go ahead.
I say finances because so in the world, it's just one man, one woman, and you're kind of struggling to make things meet, like to make ends meet. But being that we in the truth, and you can have as many as you need or you want, we don't have to worry about that. We can all put in a portion, and then still have, whatever we need for whatever we need. It's not so much of a struggle, and it's not so much of a headache, and not so much of like a strain, because it does put a strain on relationships, whether it be friendships or your relationship with your Lord, your king servant relationship. It'll put a strain on it. So that definitely makes things a lot easier.
So number one is finances, which a lot of people don't understand that the way the world's set up, you have to have at least two incomes coming in the household for it to be prosperous, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's just how people set up that way. There's nothing we can do about it but conform to the ways of God. All right. Number two, what you got?
So the rest I probably wouldn't put in any particular order, Lord. But I have cleaning, of course. Same goes back to before, when we were trying to do it before, it was just one person.
All right.
And I know for me, it wasn't always the easiest. It was not the easiest for me to keep everything all the time. It just wasn't. And now there's a system. It's broken down. The king gave us, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. He's giving us orders. And as we do those and execute those the way, you ask us to, it's all easier. Because not one person is doing everything. There's never one person in our home like doing everything. Everybody's always chipping in. Somebody's always doing something for somebody else, cleaning someone's dishes or picking something up or anything. Just because we all have an understanding that makes it easier for us. Because there's going to be a time where I can't pick up the dishes, or I just fell asleep, or I'm good for just falling asleep. So I could fall asleep and forget the pot was on the stove. So, and there's always somebody that puts it up for me, or I never have to come back and do it. I just don't. So that helps.
Number two was cleaning. Cleaning. A lot of women don't want to admit that they need help cleaning their house. A lot of women want to think that they got it all taken care of, and that everybody's happy with the way they cleaning the house, and that they don't need no help. A lot of women hire maids because then they actually realize they need help keeping the house clean. You know what I'm saying? But
They rather
you
pay
gotta,
somebody.
yeah, you gotta pay them, and that's not. that's not profitable to you. These people that don't care about your household, care about your family, you hiring, nannies and all that. You know what I'm saying? And these people is people that you just letting in your house, strangers. So, yeah, the cleaning was number two, right? Number three, go ahead.
So number three, I'll just go. I mean, naturally, cooking. The next one would be cleaning. Cleaning. The next one would be cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah, cooking. Yes, sir. Same thing. I work a lot. We all have jobs. We all work. So it's not easy for somebody to come home, work all day, and then cook for 7 days straight. Mm-hmm. And if you love the person that you with, if you love your Lord, you want him to have a home cooked meal, or you want him to have something hot, or you want him to have something fresh, as many times as possible. So with there being more of us, it's a lot easier for us to cook, twice a week rather than 7 times a week, and we just all take turns. Somebody, has it this day, somebody has it that day, and we just work together to make sure it all comes together, and that our Lord is taken care of. But it's because there's so many of us that it's not all on one person.
It's easier, a lot easier, and that means you got more time to put in other parts of your life when you don't have as much stress on you to doing one thing. This is cooking. This is something that a man is supposed to have on a daily, and a lot of women don't have the time to cook because they gotta deal with so many other things. Just like a woman wouldn't have the time to take care of the kids right because she gotta do so many other things. She ain't got time to take care of her husband right because she gotta do so many other things. And you gotta understand that by y'all having help, it takes the weight off of y'all as well. Y'all been taught an evil lesson against y'all own self, where y'all making life harder, and y'all saying shit like y'all prefer it. I'd rather stay by myself forever than live with a man that have more than one wife. And you're one of how many wives?
4.
One of 4 wives. Okay? Y'all have to understand it is extremely profitable for a man to have more than one servant. It's extremely profitable. But when you have more than one American wife, you got more than one burden. These become dependents. And like you actually paying for everything for them. It's amazing how a woman will say, if she's in a relationship with a man, just them two, it's all good. They both working, they both doing everything they can. But then as soon as she dealing with a man with more than one wife, he got to be able to take care of both of us. That make no sense. How is it okay for you to be working and doing everything that you need to do when y'all was just y'all two? Now is he having more than one wife, you just get to sit down and don't do nothing. No, you supposed to be working, bringing everything to the table, to the pot, just like you would be working that hard if it was just 2 of y'all. But y'all want to switch the game up when you're dealing with a man with more than one wife. And I mean, it ain't right. It's just how it is, man. But teamwork make a dream work. That's how it works. But go ahead. What you got? Number 4.
I think so, yes, sir.
All right, go
ahead. So number 4, I put children.
Number 4, children. That y'all supposed to care about. That y'all say y'all care about. This is one of the advantages. There's an advantage for the children. Go ahead.
There's just more help. There's just more love and more affection and more guidance and just more everything. The everything that you will give your child, you're gonna give the next child. If you have a righteous heart, I mean, you're gonna love that child like that was your child. Mm-hmm. And you're going to cry the day that child is born like you cried the day your child was born. And you're going to be excited and, love it. And what's better for a child, to have one mom than to have 2 moms, and to have 3 moms, have 4 moms. Mm-hmm. And all of it goes back to time, too, because I work a lot of hours. I work 50, 55 hours a week, depending on the week. And My child needs more than that. My child needs my time more than they need my time. But unfortunately, it's set up in the way that I have to give them my time in order for them to give me money so that I can take care of her. So I have to be out of her life in order to make those things happen. But because she has 4 mothers and not just one, she still eats, something somebody cooked usually every night. Unless, she's makes something of her own, or she's not going to go without something if she needs something. If she needs medicine, if something happens to her and I'm at work and normally they call me at work, I have to leave work to go take my child. I have 3 other women in my life that if something happened, they're going to make sure that my child is okay in righteousness, because they know that's their job.
And before this, you was in the same field that you in now.
Right, yes, sir.
Being a restaurant manager.
Yes, sir.
Which requires a lot of hours. And before that, you would have to worry more on where our daughter would be.
Exactly.
Now you don't have to worry about that. That's an advantage.
Yes.
Worry about who she's with during this whole time and all that. You don't gotta do all that worrying, because these people that are around you keep God's commandments and they have the same morals that you have. So you understand what the child being taught all day. You understand how everything is going on around your child.
They not eating pork.
Right,
they not eating this
pork.
and that.
They're not breaking God's laws, and they're not teaching your daughter to be disrespectful. They're not teaching your daughter to be an American woman. They're teaching her to be obedient and submissive like her mama.
All praise.
So that's the whole thing. It's real important. There's advantages to this, but we've been taught that there's no advantage, that this is all just about lust. This is the trick to keep y'all from living the lifestyle God set up for you. But what you got, number 5?
Number 5, I put friendships.
Friendships, okay.
I got 2 extra ones.
2 extra?
I got 7.
I said 1 extra.
Okay, well then okay.
Right, it's all
then
good. Go ahead.
Well, these 2 go together anyway, so I'll have 1 extra. Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. We got bonuses. Go ahead.
I would say friendships, and in friendships, you how do I say? You don't want to go outside your home for things that you can talk to people inside your home about. You have to create a bond with the people inside your home. It is not always going to be easy. But once you get to that point, what can you not talk to that person about? Y'all share everything. Y'all share a home. Y'all share children. Y'all share chores. Y'all share a family. Y'all share a Lord. Like, everything that y'all have in common. You have more in common with that person than any other person on the planet. Like, you are literally almost the same person as that person. If y'all lined all y'all things up, you would have all the same things, literally. So what better person to talk to about your fears or your concerns or whatever than each other? It won't always be easy, just like with your friendships or your sisters and or your family members or whatever that you had in the world. You didn't always agree, but you could talk about it, and you could use each other and for guidance, and how do I do this, and what do I do in this situation, or how do you think I should handle that? And I don't know. That can be a beautiful thing.
It can be. Having a type of friendship, a relationship with morals, that matters. Knowing somebody that got morals and they can't do you a certain way, that matter. Because a lot of people don't catch on to that until they get burned a few times. It's when people have morals in the relationship, the friendship lasts longer. When people both able to look at the same pamphlet, the same manual, and say we both going by this, then it lasts longer because we got structure to it. That structure come from the Bible. And people is afraid of the Bible, and this is what's going to change everything. Like literally change everything in your house. I was just like y'all. I was a hustler. 10 years in the game. That's all I did. Found the ways of the Lord and never turned back. I'm trying to get as many people as I can, just like my brothers are. We're trying to get as many people as we can to turn to the Lord, man. This was gonna fix your house. It's many different advantages. I just told her give me 5. She had more. You got another one after that? You put them together. All right. So I mean, she had more than that. It's more than 5 or 6 advantages. You already know. And that was just a pop quiz. I just asked her that like 2 minutes before I turned the video on. So y'all gotta understand, man, the way the Lord set it up, it's prosperous for us. That's why it said that's how we find success. But if we don't want to go His way, it's the way of destruction in the Scripture. You know what I'm saying? We gotta trust that, believe that, understand His word is perfect and it don't change. Like I said, that's my wife's top 5 advantages to having more than one wife. Shalom.
Shalom.